Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Cowboys' exciting DB prospect, tabbed top preseason trade candidate. For the Cowboys, depth is a problem at most spots on the roster, with the only exception being in the defensive backfield, where the team sports Darren Bland, Trayvon Diggs and Jordan Lewis at the corners with Malik Hooker rejoined by Marquise Bell, who had filled in as a hybrid linebacker, at safety. That's a good thing for the team and new coordinator Mike Zimmer, who had been the team's defensive backs coach in the late 1990s before he became the Cowboys' defensive coordinator for the first time. The DBs showed their wares in the preseason opener, picking off the Rams 4 times in the game. But if there's someone who is, perhaps, not so thrilled about the depth the Cowboys have among their defensive backs, it would be Israel Mukuamu, the team's intriguing 6th-round pick from 2021 who has shown promise. He graded out at 76.3 at Pro Football Focus last year, but has had a hard time getting on the field. Mukuamu has seen most of his action on special teams, playing only 75 defensive snaps, 9%, last season. Because of that, and because of his talent, Mukuamu is pegged as a prime trade candidate for the Cowboys. That's from the folks at Bleacher Report, who ran down a list of the top trade candidates from each team, and tabbed Mukuamu as the likeliest from the Cowboys. Amid breathless, and baseless, speculation about a possible CeeDee Lamb trade, a deal involving Mukuamu for a draft pick is a lot more realistic. In an article titled, "One player each NFL team should put on the 2024 trade block this preseason," writer Ryan Fowler noted that Mukuamu could fetch at least some return on the trade market. A corner-turned-safety, Israel Mukuamu remains buried on the Dallas depth chart despite his potential and exciting athletic traits, Fowler wrote. A 6'4", with 33-plus-inch arms and over 200 pounds, Mukuamu looks the part. However, the 24-year-old hasn't been able to put it all together in between hashes. While the departure of Jaron Kearse initially looked like an opportunity for Mukuamu to work into more snaps, he projects to enter the year behind a long list of Cowboys' secondary defenders. A change of scenery could work wonders for Mukuamu, while a return of a Day 3 pick in next year's draft for Dallas could spark movement. There is much at stake for Mukuamu this year, as he enters the final season of his rookie contract. If he does not play much for the Cowboys, he will not get a chance to show other teams what he can do, either. But getting on the field will not be easy. Both Bland and Diggs landed in the top 30 among cornerbacks in Pro Football Focus preseason rankings. Mukuamu has played at safety more, but that won't be easy, either. Hooker ranked number 10 on PFF's safeties list, and Bell would have ranked, too, had he not been a linebacker last season. Hooker has been a different player in Dallas compared to his time in Indianapolis, PFF wrote. He has already played more snaps in 3 seasons with the Cowboys than in 4 years with the Colts, and while he earned a PFF overall grade over 70.0 only once in Indianapolis, he has graded above 70.0 in all 3 years in Dallas. As a result, Hooker's 82.0 overall grade over the past 3 seasons ranks 10th among safeties. Cowboys star Micah Parsons sends message to CeeDee Lamb amid holdout. Micah Parsons is confident that CeeDee Lamb will be right there with him when the Dallas Cowboys take the field in Week 1. Lamb is embroiled in a heated contract standoff with the Cowboys. The 25-year-old star is holding out, pushing for a new deal that reflects his desire to be compensated as one of the league's elite receivers. Parsons has been in contact with Lamb amid the negotiations and is confident that something will get done soon. "Obviously, we miss him," Parsons said, per the Cowboys' official site. "He's one of the best people you can have in a locker room. I'm pretty sure he'll be here soon. CeeDee is a part of this brotherhood whether he likes it or not. He knows he's not going anywhere. The business side, they're gonna take care of it, no doubt about it." On Week 1, he will be suiting up for the Dallas Cowboys. Lamb is set to earn $17.9 million next season in the final year of his rookie contract. Meanwhile, the benchmark for wide receiver salaries was established this offseason by Minnesota Vikings standout Justin Jefferson, who now pulls in $35 million annually on his new deal. Lamb finished last season with a league-high 135 receptions for 1,749 yards and 12 touchdowns. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones made some headlines for saying he didn't have urgency to reach an agreement with Lamb. Jones backtracked on that statement in his unique way, admitting that Lamb has been missed during his holdout. "I think I got in trouble about it the other day when I said, 'Look, we're not urgent about CD,'" Jones said. "Well, no one appreciates CD being on the field any more than I do. And so the bottom line is, what it is, no, there's not that urgency. Now, I understand completely the angst that's happening when you're anxious about and someone says anything about whether you're missed or not. Well, CD, you're missed, okay? But you're not missed out here competing, and it doesn't put any pressure, any place on us. It's not pressure out here today and in practice. Lamb has been working out on his own in preparation for the year. The team is confident he'll hit the ground running once he returns. We have all the confidence in just the way he works that he's going to come in here ready to go, and when that time comes we'll pick up like he never left," Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy said on August 9. Lamb's extended holdout has generated some trade rumors. However, the Cowboys have no intention of parting ways with Lamb. CD can't go play anywhere. He's under contract, and we have franchise tags available, Cowboys Chief Operating Officer Stephen Jones said during a recent appearance on the Doomsday Pod. CD isn't going to be playing anywhere but Dallas. We want this to be a good situation for him when we're all said and done. But also a good situation so that we can put a good football team on the field. The Cowboys are also trying to figure out an extension with quarterback Dak Prescott, who is entering the final year of his contract. Parsons is also eligible for a new deal, although his situation is less critical. He's under contract through the 2025 season. The Cowboys open the regular season against the Cleveland Browns on September 8. Dallas Cowboys urged to trade 24-year-old defensive back. The Dallas Cowboys are primed to begin the 2024 season fielding a defense that's loaded with playmakers at all three levels, which makes competition for starting jobs and roster spots fierce as the preseason wears on. Given that Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker are entrenched as the starting safeties and that the Cowboys have young players Marquise Bell and Wanya Thomas waiting in the wings, the opportunities for safeties buried on the depth chart could be hard to come by. As teams approach the deadline to cut the roster down to 53 players for the upcoming season, Bleacher Report's Ryan Fowler listed one player each team should have on the trading block in the waning days of the preseason. While the departure of Jaron Kearse initially looked like an opportunity for Mukuamu to work into more snaps, Fowler writes for BR he projects to enter the year behind a long list of Cowboys secondary defenders. Each of Marquise Bell, Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson and Wanya Thomas remain higher on the depth chart than the South Carolina product in Mukuamu. A change of scenery could work wonders for Mukuamu, while a return of a day 3 pick in next year's draft for Dallas could spark movement. Mukuamu has the requisite size and physicality to make an impact. At 6'4" and 205 pounds, he just never quite found any consistent playing time or production under former defensive coordinator Dan Quinn. It remains to be seen what new defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer thinks of Mukuamu, but his playing time appears to have a built-in ceiling given the Cowboys' safety depth. But, at age 24, and with 16 tackles in 29 games played, given that he plays a premium position, Mukuamu could be a viable piece for a team with depth concerns as the regular season approaches. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Israel Mukuamu? Leave your opinion in the comments.